guys, it's coffee time. This is the third day in a row that I have used this mug. Don't judge, just let it happen. This is the last day I'll use it because even I'm starting to feel a little bit creeped out. Like, I wonder what sort of particles are collecting on this, even though I wash it out every time and then pour more coffee in it. It's just still like, well, it hasn't been deep cleaned. And it does exist in my room. So today was the final day of filming for this whole desert shenanigans, and it was very fun. I did wind up having to be there all day, even though my filming process ended fairly early on, but I didn't drive myself, I got a ride there, so I wasn't able to drive myself back, so I kind of switched from actor to crew. Although I didn't actually do anything, but it was just kind of like I was there in case anybody needed help with anything, right? I was there to be a helping hand just in case, but nobody really needed anything. So I was fairly useless for the latter part of the day. In fact, and up until lunch, I was in costume, in makeup, ready to go, and hadn't done anything. And they kept like apologizing to me. They were like, I'm sorry that you haven't done anything yet. I was like, it's fine. Don't even worry about it, man. Because I got my cellular telephone. I'm playing all the games. And they were like, oh, okay. So that's what I was doing, honestly, was just like sitting in lawn chairs in the shade. Beep boop, beep boop, 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 boop. Because there was really nothing else to do. But yeah, so it was finally last day. It's all done. Hey! Hey! Yeah, you know. Do you want me to spray you? Because I will. Oh no, where's my water? What have you done with my water? Oh well, he's walking away from it. Where's my squirt bottle? Oh, you know what? It's up there. It's up there because I'm trying to get him to stop biting my feet when I'm sleeping. Dang it. All of my leftover foam from when I made my costume is over there, and he was like, ow, 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 ow. He's been biting at it a bunch. Just today. Not any other day, just today. So I was like, it was distracting hearing him bite at it, so I figured I would yell at him, all angry mommy-like, and he looked at me like, anywho, so the other awesome thing that happened today was that the exterminator came over. Finally! So happy. He's one of those, like, uh, it's like a foam process, I think. It's like a weird, I don't know, it's not what I expected. It's not just, like, poison all over the place. It's like a foamy thing. And he took a lot of care because we have the cat. So he's like, oh, it's fine. The cat won't, like, get to anything that would be dangerous. I was like, okay. I'm just excited. I don't care what the method is at this point. I'm like, will there be ants in all of our sinks anymore? And if the answer is no, then I'm like, do that. Do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to make sure that we have no more ants. I haven't had any ants in my room in forever, which blows my mind. But we have been having, okay, where are the places that it's been happening constantly? So the sink in the kitchen, always filled with ants. Are they coming from the sink? I don't know. There's so many that you can't tell if they're coming out of the sink. So from the sink, I will remind you that last year when we were having this ant problem, they were coming out of the light switches, which has not happened, thank goodness. So they're not in the walls. Yes, the sink, in the kitchen, in all of the showers. They've been coming out of the shower drains. Beautiful. They've been coming from all of the windows. He said that he found at least 3 different colonies. Awesome. So we were like, yay, we got 3 colonies living under us. That's awesome. So whatever happens, as long as the ants aren't in my space anymore, I'll be so happy. Apparently, this year was a very bad year for ants. Apparently everybody had a lot of problems with ants. Even people that have never had problems with ants before. They were having a lot of people, they would call them, they would go over, they would have their little kits, and the entire time that they're there working on stuff, the people that had called them would be telling them, regaling them with stories of how they had never had an ant problem before, but this year was the first year. Who knows, man? So you're the ants, homies. Y'all better recognize because apparently the ants are revolting. I was on set obviously the entire time that all of this was going on, so I wasn't here to experience all of that shenanigans. But Mike brought the cat into his room with him so that whatever the dude was doing, the cat wouldn't be like all up in his business. He could have the door open, etc., etc., and he wouldn't just be like in my room, kind of doing whatever, depending on what the exterminator needed to do. So yeah, Mike brought the cat into his room and was like, "Let's hang out, cat. Let's cuddle and whatnot." It was good times. So I was on set, and then immediately after I was on set, went to K Barbecue for Day 9's birthday. Today, as of right now, because it is 1:30 in the morning, it is his birthday, so he is a gentleman of an older age. And I don't know what I was trying to say just then, but we went to get K Barbecue, and it was very fun. It was the Roomies and Sean and Jesse Cox. We were just like, yeah, let's get food. The worst part, though, K barbecue isn't cheap. It's not like a cheap thing to eat. It's very good, but it's not like a cheap meal. So we got a bunch of food. We had some sake. And then the second that we were done, we were like standing outside forever, just like shooting it, right? And then when we were done, Mike goes, "I'm still hungry." And Sean was like, "Me too." And Ro and I looked at each other and we were like, "Well," I looked at Mike and I said, "Well, do you want to get Taco Bell?" He said, "Taco Bell or In-N-Out?" And Sean was like, "Oh, I could go for some In-N-Out." And Chris Anaris was like, "Oh, I've never had In-N-Out." And then it was like settled. It's like the deal was sealed. We were like, "All right, let's go to In-N-Out." So we had K barbecue and then immediately went to In-N-Out. Ro and I didn't get anything, but all the dudes did. Oh, Jesse went home though. So many waterfalls of tears. And yeah. And so we like went and sat at In-N-Out forever, and they all ate In-N-Out food, and then we were shooting it some more. And I came home, and now it's now. This has been my entire, I was on set forever again. And then went immediately to dinner, a late dinner that turned into an even later dinner. And I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my day? But it was very fun. Got to hang out with peeps that are all chill, funny folk. So it was great. And tomorrow, got podcast happening. With Krendor. So if any of you are fans of Krendor, then you should tune into the podcast. And then Courtney is shooting a video that I'm going to be in. In fact, all of us, except for Chris, I think are going to be in it. So that's exciting. I won't have to go to VidCon tomorrow. I thought that I would have to claim my hotel room tomorrow, but it turns out that I can do it Thursday. And I think that Courtney might hang out in my room with me, so maybe we can like drive down there together. But oh yeah, and then tomorrow I also have my videos, my newsies. And so tomorrow will also be a busy day. I don't know how this keeps happening. Just like, why all of my days are like this now. It's fun. It's really fun. But I know I'm enough of an introvert that I'm gonna like hit these points where I'm like, I need to just sit in my room, shut the door, just watch Futurama forever. Hi, kitty. Hi, what are you doing? Hey. I know. What's going on? How are you? Got a lot of feelings right now, Cat. You have a lot of feelings. There's so much going on in my tiny cat body. You have a fairly large cat body. Let's be honest. Anywho, since it is so late, I am going to go to bed, but I hope that you guys had a great day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah!